Hey everyone, today I'm going to talk about what I learned while watching two videos that we were assigned to watch this week. I will also set 3 to 5 goals that I'd like to accomplish before the end of this class. For the first strength, I'd like to highlight is the fact that I can connect with an audience by what I'm saying with stories from my personal life. And I can also paint a good picture for them to visualize while listening to my experience. I had to do this once for my English class at Charleston Southern, where I went after high school for the first year of college, and we had to bring in an experience from our lives and talk about how it bettered our public speaking and how we can explain things better. My next strength would have to be that once I get comfortable, I will talk confidently and open up, which in turn makes me more interesting. I'm sure we've all been at a point in our lives where we have to go in front of a bunch of people and we don't feel secure or safe, and it's just really awkward, and you find yourself not knowing what to say, or whenever you say something you think, oh, that was really awkward, why did I say that? Um, but whenever I am in that kind of situation, I try to make people laugh, because it's comforting to me knowing that I made someone else laugh. I recently had to do a speech in front of 200 people at my brother's wedding. This was the first wedding I had ever been to, so it made me a lot more nervous. And I knew most of the people there, so it wasn't going to be that bad. But still, it's scary going up in front of that many people and not knowing what to say. I must have written and rewritten the thing like 12 times before I actually presented it to everyone. And I don't even think I read off that paper. But I spoke from my heart, and I in turn made a lot of people laugh, and I think my speech actually came out pretty well. While everyone has strengths, we can also have weaknesses. I'm not perfect, and I will never complain, and I will never claim to be. However, I think we can all learn from our weaknesses and become better at certain things. One of my weaknesses is the fact that I don't know how to keep people hooked. I've never been good at hooking people in papers and speeches. Even just in conversation, I find myself like blabbering on and on about something that probably no one else cares about, but I do, so hey, why not talk about it? Um, I recently had to market something in my marketing class, but didn't know how to hook people into that either. So I was just kind of stuck, not knowing what to make my hook into the product. I really hope to work on this while I'm in this class. Another weakness I have is stage fright, like really badly. I'm pretty confident in saying that a lot more people than just me have this when they're on stage and getting ready to go do a speech or whatever makes them have to be in the spotlight. I tend to lean or grab onto something, and I stutter a lot and trip over my own words. I'm sure you can tell that half of this speech is me tripping over my own words or saying and I've been reading and double checking to make sure that I've mentioned everything that I have practiced or that I wrote down. Because once I get up in front of people, I just blank. Like, I forget everything. And I would really like to work on that and find out how to make that better. And I know looking at your audience is a big part of public speaking, but I'm afraid to look at people because of what they might think or what facial expressions they might be showing. Like, what if I'm bored? Or what if they're bored? They're just going to sit there and make faces at me because they want something that's more interesting. Based on everything I've learned this week, I've picked out a few goals I'd like to achieve by the end of the class. I've picked out 4 goals, and they are as follows. 1. I don't want to have stage fright as bad as I have had it in the past, and I don't want to be worried about eye contact. 2. I'd like to be able to create a hook and draw my audience's attention in for the entire presentation. 3. I'd like to not say like I have a lot in this video. And 4, I'd also like to learn how to actively include my audience in my presentation so they stay more interested in what I'm saying. So all in all, I look forward to learning how to complete the goals that I have made for myself during this month's class by getting rid of in my vocabulary and learning how to include my audience.